Hello, people watching. Hello, hello, hello. Except I'm not seeing myself. Wait a minute. Refresh that page. Better be there, because I can't see. Oh, nope, I'm there. I'm there. Hello, everyone. To the 3 of you watching right now. Happy Saturday. It's time for my usual Chaturday. What's up, Chris? How are you doing? Hopefully you're enjoying your time. I heard you're on vacation somewhere. Hopefully you're enjoying your time. Hey, Brandon. Long time no see. I don't think you were able to make it to the last Chaturday, so hopefully you enjoy this one. Hopefully you enjoy it. So, of course, I have a special guest today, but they're not quite here yet. They'll be around in maybe about 10-15 minutes. That's someone really, really cool. Oh, hey, Segun, how are you doing? Oh, you were there? Oh, were you there? Oh, yeah, you were. I think you were there towards the end. Okay, yeah. But hey, Segun, hopefully you're doing what? Why is this special guest late? I don't know. They're a bit unorganized. They're a little bit unorganized, but you know. That's so cool for you. That's so not cool for your special guest. I know. It's. I mean, what can I say? I mean, they're a little bit of a jerk. I mean, I don't want to start rumors, but yeah, they can be a bit, you know. I actually thought the guest was Chris because the silhouette looks like Chris. No, you know, a lot of people, when you see a silhouette of people, they look, you know. Hey, Aubrey, how are you doing? Hopefully you're enjoying your Saturday. Ooh, we're up to 10 viewers now. Nice. Hello, everyone. Oh, did you guys actually late? Yeah, they're late. I don't know where they are right now. Should probably text them. Actually, don't even know where my phone is actually, to be honest. So never mind, I won't. Actually, I think I left it over by my bed. Okay, maybe I can do something about it. Okay. See if you can find them. See if you can send them a message or something. Okay, the air conditioner decided to come on for whatever reason. Thank you, random hand. Who gave you your phone? Just a disembodied head, person, thing. I don't know if you saw earlier in chat talking about something about ZakPak lyrics. Oh yeah, I remember. I did see that. I saw that before I started streaming. So yeah, how's everyone's day going? You know, what are you doing? I can't do it anymore. I can't do it. I can't. So, hello. Yeah, hello. I just couldn't hold it anymore. Let me make sure
we were doing a joke. I don't even know what the joke was, really. We didn't plan it out.
Yeah, we didn't plan it out well enough. We were just like, you know, like we could just kind of go with something here, but yeah, well, I feel really high up. I didn't realize how high up this chair was.
You just grew like a ton.
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, you're kind of taller than me. Okay, so you're in frame, so we're good.
Hello,
so we can go back
everyone.
to chat.
I feel so honored to be on a Chaturday stream. This is very cool.
Yeah, it's so weird. We get to do this in person now. Cause I think you've been on a few Chaturdays like before, like when you were CC Media and all that.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Like I think you like called it on Discord and we did it that way.
We figured out a whole way to do video calls and stuff.
Yeah.
I remember that was very confusing.
Yeah, because YouTube stopped their Hangouts thing, so we had to be creative. So we had to like
screen share with like Zoom or Skype or something. We didn't think to use Discord. It was crazy.
Yeah. Well, I think we tried to use like streaming software, like that, some of the online, like websites that specialize in. I don't know how to just explain it. But yeah, so long ago. Oh wait, it's Chris.
Sorry, Brandon.
Brandon said you got a butler. Yeah.
Yeah.
Butler.
I'm your butler, Zach.
Ooh, I'll take
I
that.
just handed you your phone.
Let's see. Do you think they'll change the Luigi's Mansion title to something else? Do you mean like if they keep going the non-mansion route, like if in 4 they do something else? I don't know. I want them to go back to a mansion, though. Like, I miss the haunted mansion kind of vibe that Luigi's Mansion had before.
Oh, yeah, me too.
With the first 2 games. Like, I miss it a lot. Just because, like, I don't know. There's something creepy about exploring a haunted mansion. Like,
Creepy,
you don't
like,
know.
small corridors and hallways.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Luigi's Mansion 3 just didn't have anything. Like, even Dark Moon had that quite a bit, where, like, hallways felt creepy and... Even if the game itself wasn't creepy, the mansion's designs were good. So I really hope they bring it back and don't keep going. Like Chris and I were playing Luigi's Mansion 3 yesterday, and like when we got to floors like what was it, the one you said?
The magician one?
No, when we were on, it was the ship one.
The ship one.
Where you said like there's so much potential with like a haunted, abandoned ship.
Imagine if they like divided up what they were doing with Luigi's Mansion 3 into like separate games. So there was just a whole Luigi's Mansion game that's all about like exploring like a ship. You know, like I was like, imagine if we could go inside that pirate ship right there, and then that was a mansion, like a whole thing. Yeah, that'd be so cool. I mean, I get why like they went the route they did with Luigi's Mansion 3, where like every floor is a different thing, and like it makes sense on paper, but just they also kind of like scrapped so many future ideas by like being so shallow with certain things. Yeah, like no pun intended. And it makes it so linear too. Like each floor is just very okay. You start at the elevator, you go to your end goal, and go back. It's something you can really explore. Yeah. Like there are a couple floors that you can do that with, but most of them it's like right. You gotta go through the elevator, work your way to a spot, and then get back. Like the magician floor. Yeah. Right. Like you start in the elevator room, you gotta get to the room, that like dressing room, whatever, before they mix everything up. It's like it's so linear. Yeah. So having that could evolve even more on Dark Moon's multiple mansion idea. Mm-hmm. Where it's like, you know, you explore all these different environments and each one is like its self-contained thing. Yeah, because I mean, that's basically what Luigi's Mansion 3 was. Even though it was technically one mansion or one hotel now, the one building, it was still, you know, divided up into worlds, essentially, which is what the mansions were in Dark Moon. Yeah. Yeah, and we beat the game in the total 6 hours. Yeah. And there's 15 with the 2 basements, so 17 floors. So that's 1/3. So that's like 20 minutes per floor. Yeah. On average, 20 minutes per floor. Like, that's ridiculously short. Mm-hmm. Co-op did speed it up a lot, too, though. Yeah. Playing in co-op, like playing the entire thing in co-op, I didn't do that before. I played barely any of it. It sped up a lot. Yeah, like, certain boss fights, like, were just so much easier with 2 people. Like, the Clem boss fight. Excuse me. Which one was that? The one we hated. The one, it's the ducky floaty. Oh, gosh. Yeah, that was easier. That was less tedious. Yeah, it also, shoot, which one am I thinking of? What else was there? Oh, the sand one was easier too with 2 of us. Yeah. I don't know all the ghost names, but... yeah, even I've forgotten at this point all the ghost names. It just didn't make them interesting enough. Yeah. Let's see. So Brandon said you had to abandon your old channel because you don't post on it anymore. No hard feelings. It's okay. I get it. I basically had to just switch over to GameXplain. Yeah. I mean, Chris is going to still do stuff with the old channel. You said in your community feed, like, your community feed. Yeah, you're gonna upload some of your some of your personal work on there. Yeah, more like filmmaking stuff that like really doesn't have to do with Nintendo. Yeah, which honestly is like really really cool because that's your personal ambition. So I can't wait to see more. Thanks, me too. I don't know if I should look. I'm looking at this chat. Is that chat faster? It might be. No, I think they're about the same. Antonio says, "Hi Zach, how are you?" And wow, what a nice view back there. Yeah, we got the New York City. Super nice. Wait. That was snow for a second. I think I saw a couple birds flying. It looked like snow. A second ago, the rain looked like snow. It was coming down really slow. Please don't be snow. I don't want snow. The flag caught itself. It can't flow freely. Hi, Antonio. But we got all New York City out. You can't really see it, but we got like Times Square like right behind us. It's so cool. It's really cool. I really want them to make Super Mario 64. But I'd absolutely love Luigi's Mansion remake. Oh, Luigi's Mansion remake. Come on, that'd be awesome. They've got to be doing something if they're going to like do the original game with Legos. With the Lego set. It's so crazy. They didn't do it for the Luigi Mansion 3 theme. That's what threw me off. That's what really threw me off. I mean, I'm glad they're doing it because I get cool Luigi's Mansion. Oh, totally. Original Luigi's Mansion Lego. Too, like, I'm getting all 3 sets. I think it's going to be like $100-something. I don't care. I'm getting all 3. But yeah, it's just so weird. I really hope they do something with it first on the Switch. I bet they will. I bet they're working on a remake or remaster or something like that. Yeah. Content again. I'll be short to you. So you're saying if you ever do Nintendo content again, he'll support you. Thank you. Thanks. What was the last part
When's the last part of Mario Party Championship? So the Mario Party Championship right now is just on a little bit of a delay, mostly because I'm with Chris, so we aren't able to film anything. And plus, it's hard because Connor and I are on the Eastern time zone. Tendo is in the UK, so he's 5 hours ahead, and then Swiftjar is all the way out in Australia. So the time difference is insane, and it can be really, really hard to work it. Like, for example, all the times we've played, it's been night for us or morning for Swiftjar, and Tendo would have to stay up until like 3 o'clock in the morning his time. So we're trying to sort out schedules and all that. It's really, really hard, but it will come out sometime soon. But Chris and I actually recorded some Mario Party content.
We recorded some good stuff.
We recorded some really, really good stuff, so expect some stuff from us in the next couple weeks as well. So there will be some cool Mario Party content coming out, some other content that we've made. We're even, actually, right after we do this Chaturday, we're going to be recording something Luigi's Mansion related. So, so stay tuned for all of that. Like, I know, like, stuff. Yeah, like, when we early on the channel, we did the WarioWare video together, and I'm like, next time we get together, we have to do more. Like, we have to do more than just one video together.
We've just, like, been basically devoting this whole day to it. It's been great. It's, like, just filming fun stuff nonstop.
Literally. We woke up at, like, 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And, like after breakfast, which we had about 9-something, we just went straight into video making.
Yeah.
And it was just, like...
So we haven't eaten since, hence my chips.
Yeah, I'm just drinking a soda. I'll take one.
They're pretty good. They're sea salt and vinegar.
Oh, I like sea salt and vinegar.
Spicy. They're not spicy, but, like, they're good.
Yeah, we don't need any more spice.
No, that's a hint.
That's a hint for one of the one of the videos. Let's see. Mario 64 is already remade on DS. Yeah, but they mean like a modern remake. If only they brought back something like Mr. Bones and Skeleton Ghost as like a pirate crew. Oh, that would have been so cool if there's like a pirate crew on the pirate ship.
Oh yeah, that'd been awesome.
Like, there's so much potential they had for like human ghosts in 3. That is sad they only limited it to 1 per floor. Or I guess 3 in the case of the magicians, but...
Yeah, and it's just like, they lack the lore and like backstory that made them so great in the first game, you know?
Yeah, like Morty at least has dialogue and Morty's a little bit of character, but...
Well, it's like sad, it's like in the first game, it's like sad to like see all these people and know that they're like dead and they're like mad now. But it's like, you can see that like they used to not be that way, right? It's for some of them at least, you know.
Yeah.
And it's just like this cool, interesting dilemma that I love. But you know, Nintendo's not too deep with the stories, but I think Luigi's Mansion like is an exception. There's so much subtext there that's so cool to experience. You know, whether you experienced back then or you go back and play it for the first time. I'm sure everyone here has played Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah.
Given your channel.
Given my channel history,
It's a great game. It's a great game.
Let's see. Honestly, Chris. Oh boy. Honestly, Chris, I'm curious about something. This is a question for Chris, by the way.
How'd you even manage to become a part of GameXplain? It blows my mind that a small YouTuber becomes part of a popular channel. Well, yeah, thank you. They honestly, I've been making YouTube videos on CC Media for about 4 years, so I built up a lot of skills doing that. And you know, it's a following of about like 1,000 subscribers, which is something. But they just put out a job application request. It was simple as that, and I applied, and I just kind of kept leveling up, and it worked out. I'm so grateful that they chose me. It was pretty crazy. I could have never thought it. Kind of like you, I never thought it would be possible. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna shoot my shot.
Yeah.
And I did.
And Chris's editing skills, I think, are also just something that really helps boost your resume. Like, Thanks. You have that experience with the video editing and all of that, and you're just really good at it. So.
Thank you.
Let's see. I'm guessing you're saying you want Mario 64 Odyssey graphics. Yeah, that'd be cool to see Mario 64 just updated with Mario Odyssey level graphics.
Oh yes. Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I remember when 3D All Stars was first rumored, and there was the question of like if it is even real, is it like remasters of the games, or is it just basically ports, emulated versions? And that's basically what it ended up being. But like there was that time for a bit where it was like, could we possibly be seeing like an upgraded, you know, Mario 64 with like modern day, you know, like Odyssey type graphics? Oh, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, but you know, it's Nintendo.
It didn't happen, of course. I mean, that would have been, in hindsight, that would have been so much more than they needed to do. But it would have been great, obviously. But
yeah,
they did not need to do that.
And I'm sure those questions are going to come around again because there's all the rumors about a Metroid Prime remaster coming for Metroid Prime's 20th anniversary, and it's just like, oh boy, here we go again.
Man, no, Prime does not need much. It's a beautiful game.
True. Well, that's the thing. It's like, you know, are they going to do just one? Are they going to do 1 and 2? Or are they going to do a trilogy? Like,
I hope they do a trilogy. I hope so. I feel like they might just do one. Just really bank on each one individually.
They shouldn't do that though. Like that's so shady. And just not to mention, like it's a complete trilogy. Like it's a story. Like to separate it, especially if you're just gonna have 1 and 4. Like it's just kind of like, come on. You think Superstars will fix the lucky spaces in a patch? Probably not. I mean, actually, Chris and I just played a game not too long ago, and we didn't even land on many lucky spaces in that run. So, I mean, lucky spaces aren't game breaking. Like, I don't hate them as much as I thought I would. I would love for them to be an option to lower the amount of them there are. But if there's nothing we can do, there's nothing we can do. Yeah. Sometimes the chomp call is way too overpowered.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with CPUs. Like, I feel like they just get it a ton.
Yeah, they buy them up. Though, again, in our game, I think we only had it used once or twice.
Didn't happen much. I think it only happened once. But, yeah, usually.
Yeah. That's what we... Actually, I think I was saying that when we were playing, is that the chomp call should be increased in price to balance it out.
Yes, they should.
Or, like, at least the same price as the golden pipe. Because I remember in Mario Party 2 or 3, there was another item called the Lucky Lamp. That's like with the magic lamp, but the lucky lamp changed the location of the star, and it was the same price, I believe. But speaking of Nintendo store, right? Speaking of good Nintendo stories, I love Zelda lore.
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my
That's more your area. Yeah. Look at the sweatshirt.
No, Zelda lore. Look, yeah. Oh yeah, the Zelda lore is just incredible. I mean, that's why Ocarina and Majora's Mask are my favorite Zelda games, because like those two connect in such an interesting way in like the overall story that they tell. Like for the most part, you look at them on the surface and it's like they're two different games, and they just reuse a lot of Ocarina's assets, for Majora's Mask to make it quicker and make it, in a more timely manner. But if you really look at it, all of that actually serves a purpose in the context and the story of Majora's Mask, and I think it's just because it's really well written and well executed. The whole point is that Link is going back to the forest to search for Navi, because at the end of I mean, I don't want to worry about spoiling, I guess, but he's looking for that key to his childhood, because he's seen the world through an adult's eyes now, so he's not a child anymore. And so he's sort of stuck in this world where no one knows him as the hero anymore, because he traveled back in time from that world, and he's just some kid, but he doesn't have his fairy, so he can't go back home to his childhood. So that's what Majora's Mask is all about. But then he gets trapped in this whole time loop, and it's kind of depressing for him. I love the story of those games. That's enough from me. I will say that was very concise. I'm proud of myself.
Good job.
I'm not going to go on forever about Zelda on Zach's channel.
Actually, hold on. I'm going to pull up the chat on my phone, because it's like just having to bend over each time. But yeah, I never played many of the Zelda games. I've played a few. I mean, the only one I've beaten is Breath of the Wild. Like, that's the only one I've actually fully beaten. Like, I've gone through a lot of Majora's Mask. I've gone through a lot of Wind Waker. But I never fully beat them, which is unfortunate.
That is fair for Zelda games. If there's any game we'll like never go through and fully beat, I would give you the most slack for Zelda, because I mean they're long games.
Yeah.
And I mean even I couldn't beat Skyward Sword HD on Switch. I just couldn't get through it. Yeah. I'm just not a fan of that game. I'm a fan of like everything about it that I love about every other Zelda game, the story and the characters and everything. But there's too much BS that I just can't enjoy doing in Skyward Sword. Like all the fetch, I'm just not about. Whatever. Who said that? I think Super Paper Mario is the best Paper Mario story. Agreed. And then Brendan said a second ago, congrats, I'm proud of you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm horrible with keeping up with chat. I always skip messages it's horrible. Hey, Zach and Chris, how would you react if Grezzo remade Super Mario Sunshine?
Grezzo did,
They did the Luigi's Mansion remake, and they did Miitopia. I honestly don't think Sunshine needs a remake. Like, I mean, okay, especially since we have the 3D All-Stars collection or whatever, but, like, the only thing I can really see needing a remake for would more so qualify as a reimagining. Like, changing up some of like, the blue coin stuff.
Yeah.
But, like, from a visual standpoint and from a gameplay standpoint, like, the controls and all that, I don't think it needs it. Especially since it's already in the 3D All-Stars collection. That's me, personally. Yeah. Like, Galaxy, yes. 100%. Because that game could look even better, of course. But you can rework the controls to make them work a little bit better, in your hands. I just don't think Sunshine, though, personally.
I mean, I would probably say I think Sunshine has more. I think Galaxy and 3D All-Stars is probably the definitive way to play Galaxy. I mean, it's like perfect and it looks great. Galaxy 2 would be cool if they remade that. Like, I just want that really bad. Sunshine, I don't know. Like, for the longest time, like, I wanted Sunshine to be remade. But since we got it, but I never really thought about why, and it's just because I love the game. Since we got it, though, in 3D also, so I realized it's really just because I want it to be mainstream again. I want people to talk about it and appreciate it for the things that I like about it. And now that that's happened, I'd rather have, like a Sunshine 2, imagine that. I don't think that would happen. We'd get Odyssey 2 is, like, most likely, or, like, a Galaxy 3. I don't think really any of the 3D Mario games need remasters. I think that would be a waste of time from Nintendo's point of view, because they even said just the other day that they're looking for new ways to expand 3D Mario, like new ways to keep it exciting and stuff. And like, part of me feels like they've done everything they can with 3D Mario. It's like they've done this and that. He's gone to space. They've done the Odyssey thing, but no, I think there's so much more that they can do. And if they, I want them to really lean into that versus lean back on their legacy content, which they've done which they've already done a lot. And also, like, Bowser's Fury is another example of, like, something new and creative, and it's like, no one saw that coming.
Yeah.
More stuff like that would be awesome.
My64 says, when the 4th Luigi's Mansion comes out, I don't want to see Polterkitty, a moose, a bird, or even a hamster. Yeah. Me either. I mean, after Dark Moon with Polterpup and how annoying those were, and then 3, literally yesterday we were just complaining all day about Polterkitty and how annoying those sections were. Like, there's times where Luigi just watches Polterkitty walk by, and it's just like
that's like, what is the joke that she's like sassy, and he's like
oh, I don't
distracted, like, oh, I can't, I can't. It's just I get that it's like funniness for kids or whatever, but
yeah,
you're looking at it, and you're like, do it, Luigi! You're gonna save me like an hour of tedious gameplay if you just do this right now,
Yeah, and like when
backtracking,
and when we went back to the water floor, the Boiler Works floor, for the second time when we had to get that piece.
That wasn't as bad as I remember.
It wasn't as bad. I mean, I also thought it wasn't horrible, but it's just so unnecessary.
Yeah.
Like, you think about it logistically, it's like, okay, so Toad has this device that belongs to Professor Egad, so why is he down there? Like, what brought Toad down there? Like, it's just, like, logistically, to me, it doesn't make sense. But anyways.
Well, I think it's the pieces down there, because it's like part of some machinery that's down there or something.
But yeah, no, it's something that Egad made for the Poltergust, wasn't it?
Oh, really? I thought it was just a part that he needed to upgrade the Poltergust.
Oh, maybe that's kind of weird. What even was it, anyways? It looked like a snail shell.
Whatever. Yeah, I don't know, but whatever it was, it made no visual difference either. Like, it didn't actually change anything about the Poltergust, unlike in. What were you saying? Like Dark Moon? You could see the difference, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, Dark Moon, whenever you upgraded the Poltergust, you could see the visual modification. Like, I think you get, like, antennas at the top of it at some point. Fun. Yeah. Brandon, I'll sum up this message. Basically, Paper Mario remake.
Refolded. Cool.
Yeah, I like the idea, but Paper Mario just... How can I say it? Its art style just... I don't think it... Like, especially if we're getting it in N64 online, like, the art style is just aged well, I think. Like, yes, even if the game doesn't look as good. Like, for example, Super Mario 64, right? That game has aged a lot.
Yeah.
But you look at Paper Mario 64, it doesn't really, like, look bad, in my opinion. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of how it plays, and if there's stuff that they should rework or cut or whatever. And in that case, I have no idea, because it's been a long time since I've touched it. So I'm excited to play it on N64 Online.
Yeah, I've actually never played the original. I played the heck out of Thousand Year Door, but I never played the original.
I mean, I haven't played it much. I think I tried it one time. I got on Wii U Virtual Console, and I didn't make it very far. Same with the first Mario RPG. I was young. I had no idea what to do. Nintendo Hero, what's up?
Oh, hey, Nintendo Hero. How you doing? The legendary duo's back together. Hey.
Yeah.
I expect a lot of content from us. I think in total, so there's this Chaturday, there's the 2 Mario Party videos we just got done recording, there's the pickup video we recorded, and there's the Luigi's Mansion. So 5 things in total. It's actually quite a bit.
Quite a bit. We got a lot, yeah.
And all of it was done today, so...
Yep. Today's been a very content-heavy day. It's been awesome.
Mario's Time Machine. Funny enough, I was thinking of time travel for, like, a new Mario mechanic. Like, or for, like, a new 3D Mario game where, like, Mario travels in time.
Yeah. And,
like, cause that would be so cool. You can have some, like, old school kind of level, like a Wild Wild West level. You can have maybe a futuristic Future City kind of level.
Ooh.
There's so much you can do with that in terms of visual design and all of that. Maybe Mario works with EGAD, because EGAD's done Time Machines with Mario and Luigi.
I want them to do more with EGAD. I did a Chris and Triss episode. Triss and I did an episode like a while back where we were pitching Nintendo games starring Mario spin-off characters, and one of my top picks was like EGAD's Time Quest or something like that, where like EGAD like goes on like a time travel adventure and like meets up with his younger self and then like teaches him all the things that he knows, and it's just like an EGAD centered game. Anything they can do to bring Professor EGAD back would be fun.
Yeah, like I mean that just sounds like such a cool idea. Have Mario travel through time, and you'll get to see Mario and EGAD build a relationship. It's always been Luigi and EGAD. And have Mario and EGAD, and maybe have a little bit of development there or something.
Or maybe it's the first 3D Mario minus 64 DS, where you play as Mario and Luigi. Or Luigi, and so that sort of gets the EGAD involvement. Luigi's like, actually, I have someone who might be able to help.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's so cool.
Nintendo Hero Chris, that hoodie is amazing. Is that a Nintendo NY store pickup? Yes, it is, and yes, it is. Thank you. I got this actually last time we were here though, but it's still here. Love it.
Brandon says, would you do a Zach Plays a Paper Mario once it releases on NSO? Maybe. I actually haven't even gotten the expansion pack yet. Like, there's nothing on there right now that makes me go, I must play this. I must get this now. Like, once Paper Mario or Banjo-Kazooie come out, or if they announce one of the N64 Mario parties, then I'd definitely be more tempted to go for it. Imagine they added Mario's Time Machine to SNES. Because that is an actual game, Mario's Time Machine.
Oh, yeah.
But, and also, Zach, I love that you're finally seeing as a realistic possibility. I didn't say it's a realistic possibility. Hold on, let's backtrack. I didn't say GameCube on NSO is a realistic possibility. I just said I'm not going to say it's not going to happen. Because I did that with Nintendo 64, and I was proven wrong. So I'm not going to do that with GameCube because they very much could. Especially since Nintendo did say that they look to expand this service. Like, I mean, I think they said that they plan to expand both services still, right? So
I don't know. I lost. I stopped.
Like, I just hear it, like, you know, it's like someone said, like someone from Nintendo said they want to still improve and expand both services for people. Sure, yeah. So, like, I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe that means all the Game Boy stuff goes to the base service, and then maybe the expansion gets GameCube. I don't know.
Oh, GameCube.
One could hope, right?
To be true.
One could hope. They need to make an EGAD game and a Waluigi game. Dude, yes. Waluigi.
Yes. What about an EGAD, Waluigi, Buddy Cop kind of game?
Yo, that would be sick.
They have to work together. For whatever reason, the universe puts them together, and they have to work together. They're the last two remaining. Like, maybe everyone else got Thanos or something. And they're the last two remaining.
Oh.
That would be so cool.
That would be sick.
I'm glad that Nintendo doesn't name their Mario games with Mario's anymore. Mario apostrophe S, like Mario's Time Machine, Mario's Tennis, or whatever. That's nice. That was way too confusing.
Oh.
It's funny. Yeah, I waited on the N64 expansion too. Once they had Pilot Wing 64 or Wave Race, I'm totally totally. Especially Wave Race.
If Mario time travels, I want to see a realistic medieval version of Bowser or an overgrown Petey Piranha in a jungle. Yeah, that could be kind of sick if it's like an Amazon jungle kind of level and you have to fight Petey Piranha while they're knocking down trees. Or like Bowser and like you know how Bowser wears like the wedding suit in Odyssey?
Yeah.
Maybe like Bowser dresses for the occasion in each area he's in. So like the Wild Wild West, he wears like a cowboy outfit.
Oh my gosh, yeah. What if Bowser's mission, he's like going through these different time periods to like steal these important things, whatever. And each time he's like doing it in disguise, so people don't. So like,
yeah, like
so he's like Bowser, but he's in whatever. Like I don't know what. Think of like an old time, and then like stick Bowser in it, and then like. So you're following him, just like in Odyssey, you're kind of following him throughout those time periods.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking, I don't know what reference this is from, but I was thinking like Bowser could be wearing like a Wild West outfit with a little mustache on it. Said, "Oh, I'm not Bowser." Then the mustache falls off, and he's like, "Oh, I've been caught."
Oh man.
Let's see.
I want to be able to play as Bowser more.
I hope they bring back the Mario and Luigi series. Ooh. You see, I don't know if they should. Only because Alpha Dream going, like, I feel like Alpha Dream are the Mario and Luigi team.
Yeah, they are. Part of me feels like Mario and Rabbids is sort of the successor to that.
Yeah.
Not that it really makes sense in any way, because it's different people making it. It's a totally different thing. But I feel like a Mario and Luigi game would be very similar to that on Switch, and I don't know if it would have a place, but I wish they'd bring it back, obviously.
I mean, I personally don't think they should make a new game since Alpha Dream aren't making it.
Yeah.
I think, if anything, they should just do a collection. Because I don't think there's any point in releasing a new game if the original team isn't going to be able to make it. So just remake the original games and or even just re-release them, because the Mario and Luigi games just had such a specific style that I don't think it could be replicated.
Did did any of the 3DS remakes like perform well?
No, they did very badly.
Well, yes,
like that's why they went under.
It's because they put them on the 3DS.
Yeah, like literally any game, like after I think like Metroid: Samus Returns was like the last okay selling. Everything after that was just trash. Mario Party Top 100 trash. Luigi's Mansion remake trash. Mario and Luigi remakes trash. Like it was all horrible. Like the Luigi's Mansion remake and the Mario and Luigi one and WarioWare Gold all came out in like 2018. I think all of them were 2018, and it's like
I have no idea. Yeah.
Because I know Luigi's Mansion was 2018. It's like, why would you release these on the Nintendo 3DS in 2018 when you have this new console that's both handheld and it's been something that's been bothering me for years since Luigi's Mansion. Like at least Top 100 has been rectified with Superstars, but like.
Yeah, that's true. Luigi's Mansion is just so funny because the one Luigi's Mansion game that was made for the 3DS, for that handheld, was specifically designed for handheld type of gameplay. And then they take the first game, which is much different in its design, and they're like, oh, let's put that on there too. Versus the home console that's a little more designed for, the home console type experiences.
Yeah, sections of the Luigi's Mansion remake. Did you play the remake?
No.
It's a great remake. Like, it is not a bad remake. It's really, really good. But the issues were just the controls. Like, there are parts of the game... So, in Luigi Mansion, you'll know this. The part where you are in the observatory... Or not the observatory, but, like, where the wall comes apart and you're shooting at the moon.
I love it, yeah.
That part's nearly unplayable on the 3DS.
Why?
Because you need to aim with the second stick.
How do you do it?
You have to just work the nub.
Oh.
You have to work the nub.
Wait, is it a new 3DS?
Well, I played it on the new 3DS. For the people who played it on the original 3DS, that I'm not sure.
Must be some sort of lock where like you can lock in place and then that stinks.
Yeah, it's probably like almost like Dark Moon controls. Probably probably did like where like X and B are like up and down maybe. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's just I do want to go back and play that one because I think I'll appreciate that one a little bit more after playing 3.
I feel like I'll like it less.
Really?
Well, I first played it when I was like much younger. I didn't know anything about like the fact that it was more linear or not. Like I just loved it. I was like a little kid. I was great. But then like when I realized like everything it did differently to the first game, I like started to dislike it like most people. But then ever since then, I've started liking it more and more. Like especially with Luigi's Mansion 3. But I feel like I know Luigi's Mansion 3 is it's a great game.
Yeah.
But like I appreciate certain things about Dark Moon. But I feel like if I went back and played it, I'd be like, nope, yeah, it's not that fun to play. Just like constantly being booted out, kind of.
Yeah, like it's crazy too because, funny enough, I remember one of my biggest complaints about Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon was the ghost combat. I hated the bar that you filled up and then you burst it.
I remember that.
I hated that because I just liked the first game's combat more. But now 3, with its slam mechanic and how much I hate that, has made me almost appreciate Dark Moon's combat more.
Yeah.
Because it got worse, to me, in my personal opinion. It got worse.
I like the slam, but I totally get every single side of your argument. I enjoy the slam. It feels cool.
I just don't like it. I just hate it. And it's like, even if you don't use it, there's no tug of war with the ghosts for the most part. Like, Chris and I were playing last night, and I mostly just tried not to use the slam unless there was a lot of ghosts. And like, you just pull against it. Like, you just hold the stick in one direction. It's not like the first game where you have to wrestle with it. It's just, ugh.
I'm still bad at it anyways. I'll just do the slam. Well, to be fair, like, when they first showed the slam, when they first announced it, was it in the second trailer? They didn't really show, like,
they didn't show it in the first trailer. It's for the second one.
When they first announced it, I was like, oh, that's cool. They're, like, adding new, like, mechanics to the poltergust. And I was kind of expecting there to be more like that, more things like that, but that was it. That's all. And that's every single ghost you fight in the game is the slam. That's all you do. Yeah. Versus I was expecting it to be like, oh, you can do slam, or you can do this, or you can do this, in different scenarios, in different environments, different types of ghosts, but no, it's just...
Well, that's why I wanted them to bring back the elementals.
Yeah.
So you can have, like, ghosts that are weaker to fire, ghosts that are weaker to ice, ghosts that are weaker to water, that you can plan that out more. And it's all the same. Because I like the other things they added. I kind of like the plunger. I'm a little bit mixed on that one. But I like the burst move. The one where you can jump and all the ghosts move away. Yeah. I like that. That's a really good addition. But I don't know.
Yeah, I guess there was that. I mean, there were some new things. The plunger's a new thing, too. I just meant as far as the literal act of
catching
the ghosts.
Yeah. And we also learned, so this is probably something we're going to talk about. So we're going to be recording a video about Luigi's Mansion 3 because we played through it together. And it's going to be almost, not like a review, but like just kind of talking about our feelings of the game while playing the game. But Luigi is just kind of pointless. I played as Luigi for most of the game. And I've always played Luigi's Mansion by myself. I've never played co-op before. So I was always just Luigi. I was used to playing as Luigi. But then playing as Luigi, it's just like, okay, so Luigi can't step into water, so a lot of areas are just inaccessible to him, which I get is part of the puzzle. But then there's like things like Luigi can't use ladders. Luigi can't open doors. If you get a key as Luigi and summon Luigi back, you drop the key. Like, there's things like that just make Luigi pointless. And it's just annoying. And like, every time Luigi opens a door, Luigi disappears. So it's like, if you're just, like, blasting through rooms, oh, I'm here for a second, oh, I'm gone. Oh, I'm here for a second, oh, I'm gone. It's just annoying.
Yeah, like when we were doing the magician floor, I was just, like, we're navigating all the rooms, trying to figure out where to go, and you're just like, oh, I'm back, oh, okay, I'm gone. Oh, I'm back. And it's just like, Luigi keeps just, like, forming and then disintegrating over and over again. It was funny.
Yeah, it was just...
Yeah, it's like the whole game was designed for co-op to be compatible with it, but I still think, like, as a whole, it's a smoother experience. I still think it's better to play the whole thing solo. It's also more challenging too, because having each character being controlled at the same time by separate people really speeds up like a lot of the boss fights and things.
Yeah.
But I don't think any of that like ruins the game by any means. I think it's just like it's interesting. Like I have like my sister and her cousin like played through all or some of the game. They borrowed my copy like co-op, and they just had like so much fun. Like they loved it. They didn't care about any Luigi going away when they opened doors or whatever, or Luigi. They just loved it. And so I'm glad that functionality is there.
Yeah, like that's the thing that's so conflicting. It's just like, as a big Luigi's Mansion fan, I just want the series to go in a general direction, because it just seems like they do things to please everyone. Yeah. They generalize things to try and please a mass audience.
Yeah, and Luigi's Mansion 3 is like the epitome of that. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, and that's, I think, its main weakness to me. Like, and they started with Dark Moon, like, where the ghosts are all goofy and silly, almost act like minions. Like, they're very, like, goofy slapstick in their behaviors, and it's just always trying to appeal to... And to me, that's just what I don't like. Because I like it when Nintendo does unique things. I like when Nintendo does something different and sticks with it. That's why the original game was so great to me, because Luigi's in a really spooky environment. Like, oh my gosh, like scarier than any ghost house in any of the Mario Brothers games. Like, it's different. It's a different vibe.
Yeah.
So then when they generalize it, it just kind of becomes, And it like you said, Luigi's Mansion 3 is a great game. Like, it is a great game. But for me, it's just small problems that just stack on top of each other, personally.
That's fair. Yeah, Luigi's Mansion 3, it's like, I played the first 3 hours of it, and I'm like, or 2 hours, whatever. I'm like, oh, this is so much fun. Like, this game's great. The cutscenes are nice. Like, yeah, forget that it's, not the same tone or whatever as the first game. Like, it's fun. It's whatever. But as I play it, I get further into it, and I'm just like, wow. I'm just like, some of these floors are so quick that, like, they don't resonate at all. And it's just like, the Polterkitty stuff is annoying, and it just kind of like, I don't know, gets old, I guess. Like the first game, if it was any longer, it would probably get old too.
Exactly.
But it's the perfect length versus like, okay, onto a new floor, it's going to be a whole new thing. And it's not surprising. Nothing about Luigi's Mansion 3 is surprising. When like there's sharks like flying, like it's the game sets no rules for itself, I guess. Versus like the first Luigi's Mansion game like defied all rules, or not rules, but just like expectations of like what the Mario universe is capable of. That's why it was so special.
Yeah.
Luigi's Mansion 3 is just like, here's a, freaking, I don't even know.
Yeah, I get what you mean completely. Sorry for missing chat, by the way. We got into a conversation. I'm trying to pick out a question to look at, because I'm going to be skipping around questions. I can't answer every single one. But yeah, I agree with My64. They just said, I feel like Luigi's Mansion 3 is restricted by this casual co-op era of games we live in. Yeah, I just don't think... It just feels forced. Like, Luigi's Mansion, I always think is just more of a single player. Scare Scraper, perfectly fine. You want to have Scare Scraper in there, of course. Like, that's a cool multiplayer way to play Luigi's Mansion. I just feel like the story mode didn't need it. Like, you're Luigi and you're scared. You're supposed to feel a sense of dread and not hopelessness, but like, you're trying to save your brother. It's almost like a serious story. Like, oh, my brother's been kidnapped. I gotta go save him. That should be a kind of solo experience, or the co-op shouldn't be forced. Like, it should be like the original Luigi's Mansion remake, where Luigi was just completely optional. You could just go to EA Guy's Lab, like, oh, do you want to take Luigi with you? Sure. That's what I think, personally.
Yeah. Someone said something. Yeah, Nintendo started setting rules with Super Mario Galaxy 2. That, yeah. I said yes out loud a minute ago. Sounded like I was saying it to what you were saying, but I was saying it to that. Because I read it, and I just, naturally just said yes. Oh, sorry.
Wait, which?
Nintendo started setting rules with Super Mario Galaxy 2. I mean, it's true and it's not true. They've always tried new things and sort of held themselves back at certain things to, make other things. Like, what Galaxy 2 tries to do, I think, is what Odyssey, I think, does well. What really did really well, which is, that fast pace, constantly changing. Each level is a new, exciting thing. It just doesn't do what I appreciated most about Galaxy, which was, the atmosphere and the slowness of it and the vastness of it. But anyways, yeah, with Galaxy 2, we started to see a lot of things that Nintendo ended up incorporating into the next 3D Mario games, like 3D Land and 3D World, though being a world map and more especially linear levels, and that kind of idea where it's every level is something new and exciting, and it's creativity everywhere, and it's great. But it I remember Galaxy 1 more than I remember Galaxy 2, and I think that just says something about, that game and how it presents itself. So that's why I prefer the first Galaxy. 2 is just yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think honestly, the beginning of the Wii era is where Nintendo started to want to change things. And I think 3 games did that. Mario Galaxy, like you said. Mario Strikers Charged, because after that, the edgy thing was gone. And then Super Paper Mario with the story.
Yeah.
I love Super Paper Mario. Were the 3 games I think just kind of killed Nintendo's desire to do anything really above and beyond thematically.
Well, yeah, are you saying Super Paper Mario didn't have a good story?
No. I'm saying that, because, Nintendo, I think, look back and say that it was too ambitious, because I like the story quite a bit. Yeah. It was a really, really good story.
Yeah,
but with Nintendo, they were just well, from here was...
Yeah. Yeah, and, I get it. It all makes sense, there's a reason the Switch is doing so well, because it's, giving experiences that are, anyone can enjoy. Like Luigi's Mansion 3, I mean, a little kid can love that, and, an adult can love it. It's great. It makes sense, but but it's just the way it is.
There should be options and alternatives. With Mario Party, for instance, right? Super Mario Party is a casual gamer's dream.
Yeah.
Right? You have the motion controlled mini games. You have it's a big party game. But Mario Party Superstars is more for the diehard fans of Mario Party. They should have that with every single series.
Yeah,
if they release another Paper Mario game, it should be story-heavy.
Yeah.
So that we have a story-heavy Paper Mario for those who want it, and then a more lifeless one, like Origami King was. Mm-hmm. You can have options of which kinds of games you want to play.
Yeah, sort of like what I hope, what a lot of people are hoping they do with Breath of the Wild 2, where, Breath of the Wild, well, I wouldn't say it was, super, accessible, because it's a difficult game, but, it changed a lot, and it wasn't a usual Zelda game in a lot of ways, and it earned a lot of love and respect for that. But I think Breath of the Wild 2, hopefully they sort of reintroduced a lot. It's more of a classic Zelda experience, maybe a little more linear and more traditional dungeons and more of a story that happens in real time versus memories that you discover. Yeah, I'm trying to think of with Odyssey and then Odyssey 2, if Odyssey 2 happens.
I guess...
Which one Odyssey is?
I guess... I'm thinking Odyssey... Well, Odyssey, if I'm not mistaken with Odyssey, you can go in... It's almost like Banjo-Kazooie, where you can just collect as many moons as you want while you're in the level, rather than the older ones where it kicks you out.
Yeah, that's...
And there's the level system. So maybe a more traditional one in that sense. And even obviously Luigi's Mansion, they can make a darker, spookier one. There's so many different things they can do for so many different Nintendo games to please older school fans. You know, to please. I don't know. I just hope they do something to. I don't know the term. I was gonna say give back, but that's not the right word. Not right pair of words. I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah. I don't even really know what we've been talking about the last 10 minutes.
Honestly, you
just kind of lose your main point, and then you're just talking, and then you move on to a different thing.
Yeah, it's like we answer a question, then we side tangent, and
yeah.
Even though Dark Moon was mission based, the actual floor-to-floor progression through the mansions felt a lot better than the hotel. Very true, because even though Dark Moon was mission based and pretty linear, the way you explored the mansions wasn't. So it felt like you had more freedom, even though it did restrict a lot of your exploration. But
That's
I
true.
agree.
I don't remember it all, honestly.
Nintendo Hero asks, so have either of you gotten into Animal Crossing thanks to the 2.0 update? Well, given that I've never played Animal Crossing New Horizons, I haven't, so go for it, Chris.
I haven't tried it yet. I've been busy. I just haven't. Yeah, I haven't tried it yet. I bet if I will, I'll enjoy it, but I don't think it'll get me back into it. I think I'm past the point where it's like, oh, a big update will get me back in. I think I'm just kind of done. Which sucks, but I'm totally glad it's happening. I'm happy for everyone who enjoys it. I just personally just can't enjoy it anymore. I just played it so much.
Yeah,
but I'll probably try it. I'm excited.
I never saw the appeal with Animal Crossing, to be honest. I don't know.
It's not for it. Yeah.
So Brandon asks, okay, to sum it up, if we have any predictions for the Game Awards in terms of anything Nintendo can show. I got nothing. Maybe Breath of the Wild 2, something, but other than that, I got nothing.
Yeah, I think if anything, it's Breath of the Wild 2, unless there's something obvious I'm not thinking of.
And no, there's not going to be a hidden Smash character. If any of you say there's going to be a Smash announcement, there's not. They're done. Done. Yeah. Kaput. Thank God.
I hope it's Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome.
Maybe a title drop.
First Breath of the Wild was shown at the Game Awards. Yeah.
Or
title drop would be cool.
Or maybe Metroid Prime 4.
I still feel like it's
I'm not saying, because it's been nearly 3 years.
It has.
Since the restart of the development.
But COVID happened right after that, kind of. It
True,
feels like, and then it was already a troubled development cycle. I don't know. I hope. I hope so. I mean, after Metroid Dread is still hot, pretty hot.
Yeah, you know? That's why. That's I think now
that could be a good time.
Yeah, you need to bank on that.
They wouldn't. I don't think they would announce the Prime trilogy coming to Switch. I don't think they would only save it for new games.
Or if the Metroid Prime 1 remaster, I mean, maybe just because of how much of a legacy that game has, Metroid Prime 1 does have a decent legacy behind it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just people are going to see the logo or hear the sound or whatever they show first, and they're going to be like, oh, Metroid Prime 4! And then it's going to be a 1 remaster, and it's going to be automatic disappointment.
Okay.
I feel like they won't do that.
Yeah, I get that, okay.
Unless it's unless they announce Metroid Prime 4, and then there's something else, and it's, oh, you can play Prime 1 on Switch later today, or something, to hey, let's start getting this ball rolling, you know? You played Metroid Dread, you loved it, now here's Prime, Here's what to look forward to next, and here's how to start, getting ready for it. That's a dream. It's a pipe dream, but,
DG_777 player asks, do you think the next Mario Party game will follow Super or Superstars gameplay? Please, Superstars? Not Super?
Yeah. You obviously know more about this than me. I'd say Superstars. It's funny, they're not even acknowledging Super's existence. I just noticed this in the game when we were playing, we were looking through the records or whatever it's called, you can see, which characters appeared in what previous Mario Party games, and it's just Superstars is not on it. I mean, Super is just not on it.
Yeah.
It's just 1 to 10. So part of that makes me feel like they're just kind of leaving that. Mario Party Superstars is what Super should have been, and they're just okay, that's there if you want it. But
which is crazy. I mean, maybe even I don't know, because it sold so well. It's a very popular Mario Party game. Super is it sold over 10 million units.
That's true.
It's insane. What capture card do you guys use for making content on your Switch? I use the Elgato, just the straight up Elgato HD, not HD60 or anything like that.
I use the Elgato HD60S.
What time is it at your place right now? It's night here. It's 10 to 4, so it's 3:50.
Nintendo Hero, so here's the question of the decade. Will we ever get Mario Kart 9? Yes. And I tend to think it'll happen sooner than most people think.
See, okay, yeah, so hold on. The way you worded that question, hold on. Brandon, hold on. Don't say anything when I say this. Yes, we will eventually get a Mario Kart 9. No, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon.
Right.
I don't think it is. I'm still holding to that. Only because just Mario Kart 8 is selling so well.
I know.
Like 3 million in the last quarter,
yep.
I think.
Yep.
Like that, insane. And with them still selling the bundles, I don't know.
Yeah, but they've been doing their best. I mean, they've been doing other things. I don't know. I honestly don't know if this is an argument for or against me. But like they've also been, they did a mobile app since Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. They've done Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. Like they're trying to keep it alive, and pretty soon they're just gonna have to do the next big one. You know, I think. But it is. You know, I will not deny that it's like a pipe dream or it's unrealistic. But I just think if we hear like the or I guess it'd be a different song. If we hear like a tire screech and then it's like Mario Kart 9 like in a Nintendo Direct, you know, like a logo reveal or whatever, like I wouldn't be like as surprised as I think a lot of people. It's like I see it happening.
I just don't. I mean, I could see it happening in the year 2023, the earliest. So definitely not next year, personally.
They are working on it. It exists.
Okay, yeah, they could be working on it, but when would it release? Because they can hold on to it for as long as they want.
The Switch ain't going anywhere anytime soon, you know? So if the argument is that, you know, we've got one great Mario Kart game on Switch, it's like, okay, then we won't get Mario Kart 9 for like 5 more years. And I think we're going to get it sooner.
I personally think it would be towards the end of the Switch's lifespan. Because I've had the argument, so like, if the Switch is, let's say, fizzling out of the public eye, why not sell a new version of their best-selling game to get people interested in the Switch
if it doesn't sell well, it's Mario Kart. It's going to be a good game.
Yeah,
so
and they'll probably port it to the next system.
They'll port a deluxe version to the next system, and it'll sell like crazy, just like Mario Kart 8 on Wii sold okay, but I mean, it was the Wii U. And then they put it on Switch, and it went crazy. They could try the same thing, you know?
Yeah.
And if it sells well on Switch, great, perfect. Or if it sells like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe did, or if it sells more like Mario Kart 8 did on the Wii U, then we'll just release a deluxe version on the next thing.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So there you go. Do you think Super Star Wars will be nominated for Game of the Year? No. No, not Game of the Year. Maybe like Best Family Game?
Not Game of the Year, but yeah, I think Best Family Game, and I think it'll win. Or it should win. It should win.
I think it should win. What else came out this year Family Game wise?
Super Monkey Ball?
And I don't think that would be Mario Party.
What else? I doubt they would count the Animal Crossing.
No.
Because it's basically a separate game, but it's still DLC. What else has come out this year, like family stuff?
Family games?
Skyward?
WarioWare. But
WarioWare.
I don't know if that. I think Mario Party would probably beat out WarioWare.
Probably not Skyward Sword. Super Mario 3D World.
No. Well,
maybe
it could be. Yeah, it could be. It could be. And if that's the case, then I think 3D World.
Is there a separate thing for multiplayer versus family?
Maybe party games. Maybe there's a party game category.
I don't remember at all. But yeah, I think it has a shot. In my opinion, it should win.
Let's see. Do you think... Wait, did I skip something? Do you think an open world 3D Mario game similar to Breath of the Wild will follow Odyssey? Like a completely open world?
That'd be awesome.
Possible? Like, I mean, because...
Yeah, like a Bowser's Fury. You know,
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Bowser's Fury could be like them testing the waters of a more open experience.
And it worked.
Yeah.
Boy, did it work.
The only problem I could see is just how do they make that a full game? Because it was really open and really big, 3D World, or Bowser's Fury was, but it could also be beaten in 3 hours. So how do you expand upon that without it being repetitive?
That's why I think they're going to release Galaxy 2 bundled with another Bowser's Fury type thing. Super Mario Galaxy 2 plus Bowser's Fury 2, except kind of not Bowser's Fury, but like something similar that's like experimental and stuff. That's why I think it's going to happen.
It'd be interesting.
Because they can't, it would be tough. I think, though, in terms of Super Mario Odyssey 2, for some reason, just in my mind, I picture it being sort of like Galaxy 2 was to Galaxy 1. Just like taking the things that Odyssey did well and just like excelling with them, even more creative and bonkers and new worlds, probably more worlds. And with the same like progression system and everything, which honestly, I hope they don't do. I would rather them make something even closer to 64 and Sunshine, where each star or moon or whatever feels like it matters more. And I kind of liked being booted back, but at the same time, I don't feel like that's something they're ever gonna do again. It just seems like an old school design choice. But I was always okay with it because it felt like each star served a purpose, and there's only 120. You know, versus like, I don't know how many moons there are, 900? I don't know, something like that. You just kind of keep going and going, and what were we talking about? Anyways.
Okay, so hold on. I have to respond to this one. Brandon said, I know you told me not to say anything, but I have to. This is about the Mario Kart 9 argument. They made Splatoon 3 despite Splatoon 2 selling super well. Plus, they made Mario Party Superstars despite Super selling. Plus, they need a new online game once Smash is done. Here's the thing, though. Neither of those sold 35 million units and still selling millions of units each month. Like, it's like, yes, they sold well, but they didn't sell that well and not continually selling that well. You don't see Super Mario Party getting 3 million more units sold in a quarter, nor with Splatoon. Those games have very much lived their life, and Nintendo, they live their life. Mario Kart is still something Nintendo's pushing. Mario Kart is still something that is selling millions of units, so I don't think it will. But that's my argument.
Splatoon 3 is a pretty good comparison, I think, to Mario Kart 9. I wouldn't have thought they'd make a Splatoon 3 for this Switch. I thought that would be like a day one or like, early next generation kind of thing. But sure enough, in that direct, bam, Splatoon 3, and it happened. And I was like, in that moment, I was like, okay. And that's the same reaction I'd have with Mario Kart 9. It's like, okay, yeah, great, I'm excited. Like, yeah.
Yeah, Splatoon 3 definitely did throw me off, I'll admit. But I just don't know. I mean, I just don't think you can compare Splatoon to Mario Kart.
Oh, no.
In terms of popularity.
You can't, but, like, it's just the same vibe when it was announced, I think, I would have the same impression of just like, you know what? That's so unexpected that let's roll with it. Splatoon 2's done. Let's go. It's Mario Kart 9 time. Or Splatoon 3 time. Like, I would feel the same. It's like, you know what? Yeah, it is time. I mean, it's been freaking 8 years or however long since Mario Kart 8 on Wii U. I'm ready.
True.
Oh, I have seen Dune, Nintendo Hero, and it is so good, and I want to see it again. Have you seen it?
Let's see. See, when's your review for Mario Party Superstars? I have it all. I have my review all written up. I just need to record and edit it. Edit it. Jesus Christ. And maybe within a week or so. Maybe depends on when I record it. Maybe I'll record it tomorrow and try to get it out this week.
I'm excited to see that.
Yeah. Mario Party always had multiple releases for the same console. Splatoon is a brand new franchise with no precedent of releases. That is also true. They can make that the precedent that Splatoon will get multiple releases on the consoles. Because I think Splatoon 1 came out, like, kind of towards the end of the Wii U's life. Granted, the Wii U's lifespan was not long, but it was like 2015,
everything about
right?
That was just unprecedented. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe 2014. 2015 sounds right. I've been too young. I don't think it was, yeah. Anyways,
it's 2014 or 15, I think.
I get that it's a totally different comparison, but like,
yeah. Well, I think it's the
most similar thing possible. Same thing, dude. Same with Breath of the Wild 2. That was announced just 2 years after the first Breath of the Wild, and it's like, okay, great.
Yeah, but I mean, like, also like Zelda's always just getting multiple games, so that's also. But what was I say? The one big question mark I think is 3D Mario. If it's gonna happen, what's gonna happen? Because they've done both, just releasing one and then releasing multiple. Like they could go any way. But I think the big question mark that would determine that is because there's the whole rumor about new Donkey Kong game from the Odyssey devs. If that ends up being true, then that will just like set the tone of if a new 3D Mario game is coming anytime soon. But we don't know. So
yeah, that's why I think they might hand Galaxy 2 to some developer to just remaster it and release it.
They could do Grezzo.
Let them do that. Yeah, Grezzo. While the core team works on the Donkey Kong thing. I'm all for a 3D platformer from Nintendo that isn't Mario. That's why I'm excited for the Kirby one.
Speaking of, someone actually said something about Kirby. Who was it? Seal said, "Do you think Kirby and the Forgotten Land will live up to the hype?" I personally don't think so.
I don't think so.
Like, I think
that's so sad.
It's so sad. But it's like, I think it's just going to be too easy. I think it's just going to be a typical Kirby game just in 3D. It's going to feel similar to Odyssey because of the whole capturing mechanic. But it'll be easier. There's probably going to be some really cool stuff because the game visually looks really good. And I think that'll be a really cool thing. Is that people are like, wow, this Kirby game looks great.
Yeah.
But not much else.
I think we are, like, as fans, are hyping ourselves up for it more than what it has, like, proven itself to be. Because, like, we're all excited, like, oh, it's the first, 3D... really the first 3D open Kirby game, but like they're not using that at all in like the marketing, right? They just showed the trailer for, like, they're not trying to tell us like, oh, it's a big 3D thing, so we need to keep our expectations low. Because I think it's going to be more like a 3D Land type thing where it's linear and it's a 3D 2.5D game, and as long as we expect that, I think it will live up to that. It's going to be great, but like we can't go in expecting it to be something they haven't even promised it's gonna be.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's because I think it'd be more comparable, like from a jump from like let's say New Super Mario Brothers to Mario 3D World or 3D Land instead of Galaxy or Odyssey. Personally, like that's what I personally think the game's going to be.
Yeah.
But people have so much high expectation because oh my god, Kirby's finally getting a 3D game, and that is awesome. Like that, it's something new for Kirby, and that's it's amazing. I'm excited for it, but I don't know. Let's see.
I like Chris. He's a cool guy. Thank you, Brandon. That means a lot. Thank you.
You should have. Oh, what?
Sorry, Nintendo here said something about doing this. You're gonna go. Oh, it's so good. Such an amazing theater experience, and the visuals are just stunning. No, it's incredible. If anyone here hasn't seen Dune or cares at all, I'm not gonna talk about it forever. But just you gotta see it in a theater. You gotta see on an IMAX screen too, because they crop a lot of it down to fit that cinematic ratio. But in the IMAX, they just open it up, and it's like a square, and you get so much more image, just like the Snyder cut of Justice League, and it's really cool. I'm done.
Brandon also asks if I can have Chris join my Game Awards stream. If I do one, then I guess it'd be cool to have someone to do it with, because I'm sure I won't care about 50% of the announcements in the Game Awards stream, so we could just talk.
I mean, you'll risk me falling asleep, like.
True.
But possibly, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I like the Game Awards stream because they always have the Muppets. I love the Muppets. I'm very partial to them. Mm-hmm. But like, I don't know, they're just so much of a mess. Like they always say, like, oh, you can co-stream this, you can stream this event on your channel, but then you just get littered with copyright claims, so it's pointless anyways.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm glad it exists though. It's fun to like have an Oscars type thing for games, like, but it doesn't need to exist, but it's fun.
Yeah, like I just wish they like it's barely even an Oscars thing anymore though. Like, it's like, oh, here's announcements. Okay, here's an award. Here's more announcements.
That's the way the Oscars are, though. It's so slow.
Fair.
So slow. But
yeah. You missed my comment about the Game Awards? No, I didn't. I just addressed it.
Mario Odyssey is quite easy,
Yeah, it has its hard moments, but
I just wish the story itself was longer. Because for as many freaking moons as you cram into that game as like they did, it just doesn't mean anything when you've already beat the game. You know, like I just like. Anyways, that's my point. Actually, I was gonna keep going, but that's my point.
I'm at the point where Kirby Air Ride 2 and Luigi's Mansion Remake are my most wanted Switch games. Ooh, Kirby Air Ride.
Oh,
dude, bring that.
Or just remaster. I mean, just new Kirby Air Ride, right? Like with just new Kirby Air Ride.
Yeah, new Kirby Air Ride. Ugh. I mean, hey, they did that with Pokemon Snap.
Yeah.
A very obscure game. They could do that with Kirby Air Ride. Oh, that'd be amazing, though.
Oh man, with full online, you know.
Full online.
City trial mode. Oh man.
Oh, do you mean this announcement about the Game Awards? Also, Zach, if Mario Kart 9 is announced at the Game Awards, the reaction is the one I'm most interested in seeing. Here's the thing, though. I don't care about Mario Kart that much. Like, I'd be surprised. I'd be like, oh my god, they're actually doing it.
You and I are different.
Because here's the thing. I like Mario Kart. Like, I really, really do. But I'm like, well, I have 8. Like, for me,
that's fair.
Like, if they introduce them, like, okay.
Double dash.
Well, that. But also, the only way they could bring me into a new Mario Kart game is if they actually do racetracks based on actual games.
Oh, that'd be cool.
If they did New Donk City, if they did Luigi's Mansion 3, if they did Yoshi's Crafted World, they did Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, that stuff would get me interested. Notice how I almost said Yoshi's Tropical Island?
Yeah. Is the music going?
Yeah, it is. We just can't hear it because I turned it off, so listen to feedback.
I want to see how loud it is on the stream. I want to listen real quick.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously it's not loud. Because I think the feed is... Yeah, look, that's where the... Can you hear it?
It's very quiet, but it's good. It's nice that it's there.
It's nice? Okay. It's there. Oh, dang it! It's got stuck in it. Damn it! I shouldn't have said anything. Oh, God. What was I talking about? But yeah, I'd be interested in the Mario Kart game if they actually brought in some more of that unique stuff. Because, cause I love 8. But I feel like some of the tracks are just kind of like you have this, Boo's Haunted Twisted Mansion. It's like, well, why didn't you do a Luigi's Mansion one? And you have, Cloud Top Cruise. Like, well, why didn't you do, a Mario in the Clouds theme thing? I don't know. I think they could make more really Mario themed tracks. If they did that, then I'd be interested.
That makes sense. Mario Kart kind of takes place in like an alternate dimension.
Right? Yeah, it just feels like I mean, this is actually one of my favorite courses from Mario Kart 8, but like, where does Electrodrome fit in?
I don't know what the heck Electrodrome is. Electrodrome.
Like, how does that fit into anything? Like, how does that feel Mario?
No, that's true.
Like, if they did that and made the character roster actually better, then okay, then I'd be interested. But if it's another, like, what 8 does, it's like, eh.
That's a great idea. Yeah, I mean, if they make Mario Kart 9, it's gotta be, because Mario Kart 8 is like the quintessential like Mario Kart game. Like, it's great. It's got everything a Mario Kart game needs, and it does well in pretty much all those things. Like with 8 Deluxe, we finally got like great battle maps. Yeah, so if they did something new, I'd love like a mission mode, like from DS.
Yeah, single player content.
Would that be cool? Yeah. What about like more of like a Diddy Kong Racing type game, where it's like more.
You have a hub
single
world.
Player game. There's like a hub world. Yeah.
I just imagine it's like there's Mario Kart Square and you could drive to wherever you want.
Mario Kart Square, that's the name of the game.
Or like almost kind of like what Splatoon does.
Yeah.
With like Hub World, you can go to like different places. Like you can go to like the kart shop to get different kart parts.
Yeah, we were just talking about this too. I told you I kind of liked in Super Mario Party how they tried to make a little hub world out of it where you like walk around. I don't think it really made sense for a Mario Party game.
Yeah.
But I like whenever games try to do that. So, like Super Mario Maker 2 has that too. There's like a bit of a hub world in the single player campaign where you walk around in like a 3D setting, and that's fun.
Let's see. I just want to see how Chaturday, if you're proven wrong. We'll see. I mean, I just don't see it. 8 Deluxe DLC is all I want. True, I'd be content with 8 Deluxe DLC. Like, maybe add 3 new characters and, like, 4 new cups. Or 2 or 4 new cups. Like, there's no need for Mario Kart at that point.
Yeah. I don't know. It just feels so late for...
Exactly. Like, I don't think it's going to happen. But...
And it's like, what is their goal? To get more people to buy that game? Like, people, if you want it, people have it. You know, It's like...
I mean, if they did it, I think it's more so just to get some more money from it. Like,
because
lots of people already have it.
Like, 30 be paid because they had the last DLC on the Wii U was paid.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it wouldn't be free.
It's like $12 for 2 cups or whatever.
Yeah.
That's right. I forget sometimes the DLC doesn't have to be free.
Yeah.
Stralik said, I think that's pretty much what I just said. DLC. Just want to make sure.
Nintendo Hero says, I have a feeling that Breath of the Wild 2 will show up at Game Awards. I'm very hyped for that. If it doesn't show up, I will knock down Jeff's door and shake my finger at him very disappointingly. I mean, the thing is with Game Awards, there's not much there for Nintendo gamers.
Nah.
Like, Xbox, PlayStation, PC, sure. Nintendo, a couple announcements. Not really much.
They've tried, though. I mean, they brought Reggie on last time, and they've had announcements before, but it's just not the type of... Yeah, it's not...
Like, I feel like they should, I don't know.
It's a bit of a paradox because, like, Nintendo doesn't want to just, like, announce a bunch of stuff at the Game Awards because that's not where their audience really is. Most of their audience probably doesn't watch the Game Awards. But, like, the type of audience of theirs that does watch the Game Awards is the type of people who will play, like, Metroid Prime 4 and Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. Like, the more hardcore gamers.
Yeah.
And so they could announce those things there, but still they're missing a large portion of their audience. I feel like.
So
it has to be something big, basically, is what I'm saying.
But they also have to, like, expand. They can't just, like, how do I say this? Right? Like, you have to try and convince people to get a Nintendo Switch. So, like, they should announce some stuff there so that people can see more of the offerings.
They're reaching a broader audience.
Yeah. And what are they going to lose based off of it, right? If it gets announced at the Game Awards, they'll upload a trailer on their channel not too long after, and they'll still get all the views and all that from the regular Nintendo crowd.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know.
I think Nintendo just really wants to be in control of when they announce things, how they announce it, and they have a perfect outlet to do that, and that's with Direct or Twitter, whatever the heck they want to do. Versus, like, I don't think they like handing their things over to other things. But we've seen them be doing that more, like with handing Mario over to Illumination, right? Even though they're still working together on that.
And Mario and Rabbids, even.
Yeah. So they have it. And stuff like Cadence of Hyrule.
Yeah.
Which doesn't get talked about much, but, like, that game was so... Oh, and then, of course, Age of Calamity. With Koei Tecmo.
Yeah.
So never mind.
Wario Odyssey when? Wario World sequel?
Please!
Dude, Wario Worlds was such a good game. Did you ever?
No, I didn't play it.
That's another game. Yeah, it's another game you're bringing down
We're
then. It's a great game. It's like a platforming.
I know, I want to play it.
Oh, you know what it is? Yeah.
It's a great game. I've never played it.
It's a great game. The music is a bop, too.
Oh, really? Cool. Yeah, that's back when everything was getting 3D platformers, and I want to live in that time.
Yeah, now please.
Nothing gets 3D platformers anymore. They get 2D platformers.
Yeah.
But 3D platformers, I imagine, are much harder to make. That's why I'm excited, reasonably, for Kirby and the next 3D Mario. Even though, like, as a 3D Mario fan, like, I have gotten my share, you know, like, on Switch. I mean, there's fun. You can play basically every 3D Mario game.
Minus Galaxy and 3D
Minus
Land,
Galaxy
really.
2 and 3D Land. And 3D World is basically a better 3D Land in a lot of ways. I still love 3D Land, though. It'd be great.
Yeah.
Plus Odyssey and Bowser's Fury. 2, like, awesome new experiences. But I'm still greedy. I still want more.
Yeah, meanwhile, me and as a Luigi's Mansion fan, I have 3. I have 3.
There's gotta be there. I mean, Luigi's Mansion, like, so fast, like, shot up in their franchises, you know, in terms of popularity. They gotta be working on something else. Arlo's gotta be right.
I hope so. Yeah, I remember that video that Arlo said, like, that they've got, because it's a really high-selling series now. Like,
gotta be. Even if it's not Luigi's Mansion 4, even if it's, I don't know.
Now, when we were playing, we were talking when it went to the top-down view, we were like, "Ooh, this would be like an interesting side game."
Like imagine Four Swords Adventure kind of like style Luigi's Mansion, where it's like 4-player, like top-down Luigi's Mansion, getting through like labyrinths, like mansions, like as sort of like a side game.
Yeah,
that'd be fun. Or just
a side game, or even like a side mode in a game.
Yeah.
Like, it's all top-down. You're clearing out rooms in like a dungeon crawler kind of style format.
Solving puzzles, Zelda-type puzzles, you know, sort of like we see some of in like the Egyptian or like the, you know, tomb suites.
Yeah.
Those puzzles seemed kind of Zelda-esque, a lot of them.
Yeah. And
that very much felt like a dungeon you'd see in a Zelda game.
Yeah. I guess it makes sense because it's like a tomb underground kind of thing, but yeah.
New Super Lucky's Tale is a pretty fantastic 3D platformer. You know what? I gotta play that. There was a time when I was debating between New Super Lucky's Tale and A Hat in Time, and I went with A Hat in Time, and I played that and loved it, but I never went and did New Super Lucky's Tale, so I'm gonna check that out too. But A Hat in Time is really good. Nintendo Land Deluxe.
Oof, yes.
With the Switch streaming to the dock to simulate the gamepad. Whoa, streaming to the dock? You know what? That's crazy.
That would be actually an interesting thought.
That could be an interesting thought. What if it's like something you plug into the dock that streams to, you know, your Switch? If the dock can't make that functionality work on its own, which I probably couldn't, that could be a good way to do it. That could work.
Yeah, like a receiver almost that receives the footage. Oh, I mean, you just need a good internet connection, but yeah.
That's way better than like Nintendo doing it like using an app or like something. Yeah, and like it's not a type of game you'd be playing on the go anyways, because you pretty much got to play it with people.
Yeah.
It's a great idea. Or like, yeah, no, that makes sense. Or maybe what if like I don't think Nintendo wants to use, like, I think Nintendo will make phone games, but I don't think they want to use iPhone compatibility or smartphone compatibility to like enhance their games in any ways. Like, I was thinking maybe you plug your phone in via USB to the dock and then it connects through that, some kind of app or on the Switch, whatever, but that might be a little too reliant on things not made by Nintendo for Nintendo to be comfortable with.
Yeah.
That makes any sense?
I mean, I don't know, like, there's so much, I don't know. It's, like, that kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, that kind of theoretical situation is one that it's hard to imagine. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, it's Nintendo. They've done weirder stuff before.
Yeah. That's true. The OLED dock, might have... Oh, if only the OLED dock had that function. Yeah, I mean, I do know the OLED dock is, like... It has more tech in it than the current dock, but I don't know if it quite has that functionality.
Yeah, it has 4K output capabilities.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, which I'm guessing will be done in an update once they release a better Switch.
Yeah.
So they'll keep the same dock, but just upgrade the Switch tablet itself.
Nintendo Land is legit my favorite co-op multiplayer game of all time. Same. Mario Chase is the GOAT. Same.
Oof. Mario Chase, Luigi's Ghost Mansion.
Luigi's Ghost Mansion and Mario Chase are the best.
The Animal Crossing one's also
Sweet Day is also great. Those are my top 3. The Metroid one's fun, but I like competing.
Yeah,
true. Those 3 are the competition ones.
Yeah.
If they just did another Nintendo Land where all of them were competition ones like that, it'd be great. Like the team attractions, I'm not as crazy about.
Yeah, you could play online too. Like imagine like.
Oh, yes.
Like honestly, what? Okay, theory time. So what if they did Nintendo Land, but it was. This is gonna sound weird, but you can only play either online or with multiple systems. Because, like, for example, like Luigi's Ghost Mansion, the person who has the Switch, who's, like, if you're... But, no, Nintendo wouldn't do an online-only game, never mind.
No, I think they could. I think they could. I don't think that's out of the realm
because,
of possibilities.
Like, the person... It's almost like with Among Us, right? The person who's the imposter gets their own, like, it says they're imposter, they get their own interface. Same thing here.
You can't play Among Us on the same system with different... Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think if they did that, either they'd do it and just they'd have the balls to do it and charge $60, or it'd be like, they would like reduce the price in some way, maybe make it like a digital only kind of thing, more of like something that's like maybe included like in NSO or something like that. That could be interesting. Included with NSO.
Yeah.
So or maybe just like some of the mini games, or slowly trickle them out over time if that's what'll get them to do it, because they love doing that. I don't know. Yeah, more experiences like that.
Let's see here.
Gosh, Nintendo Land was great.
It was really, really good. Also, going off from Mario Kart, do you think that Mario Baseball could come out next year? Oh God, Mario Baseball! I would love to see Mario Baseball return. Mario Baseball is such a great game. It could return, but I don't know. I mean, we haven't seen it since the Wii. I would love to see Mario Baseball come back, but I'm not sure. What do you think, Mario Baseball?
If there's any Mario sport game to be made next, I want it to be baseball. That's the end.
Yeah, and just like, because like they can do so much more with the character roster now. Like they can add, like, think like the last Mario Baseball game, because how old it is, doesn't even have Rosalina. Like that's how long ago it was.
Yeah, and what I love about the Mario Baseball games is they did a lot. They worked to like they combined a lot of stuff. Like you had like the Noki from like Sunshine and stuff, and it's like bring in like the
all the babies back when having all the babies was cool.
That was I was like, ooh, okay, this is fun. You got all the babies. You got like
Toadsworth.
And I don't think like if they made a new Strikers, I don't think it would be the same.
Oh yeah, no, it would not.
But with baseball, I think they could recapture it. I think they could.
Yeah.
I think it could be great. And you know, I went back and played Super Sluggers the other day, and I remember it as like this huge, great, awesome thing, and it is. Don't get me wrong, but I was like, this is pretty simple. Just like choose a map. There's like 6, and you just like do it. It's really. I don't think it would actually be. You know. The like biggest project in the world, like Mario Golf. That game.
Oh God, that game.
Mario Golf Super Rush was oh my gosh.
That game.
Like, if that represents the quality that they would put into sports games, I don't want them to do baseball.
Yeah, no.
That's basically what I'm trying to say. Super Rush, I wish I could sell, or I wish I could just get my money back.
Super Rush. It's such a shame. They had so much potential with that game, but they just. Like, I like it more than Mario Tennis Aces, personally, but not by much. It's...
I like Mario... I think I like Mario Tennis Aces more.
Really?
At least the single... Yeah, because the single-player mode in Mario Tennis Aces didn't feel as rushed as the one in Mario Golf does. Like, they were trying to do so many things with the Mario Golf one that I was really into, but it accomplishes none of them. They're trying to make it like an RPG kind of thing. It's not that at all. Yeah. It's, you know, with other characters you can talk to, like... It's the type of thing that would give you the impression that there's like side quests. You can go talk to people and do like side quests. There's none of that.
Yeah, none of that. That was literally one of the main things. So like,
all you get is just like annoying, repeated character dialogue sound effects.
Oh my God, the Mies when you're doing the dash.
Yes.
Yeah. It's just like annoying. And the thing is being someone who grew up with the Game Boy Advance Mario Golf that had the RPG single player mode. It's so stripped down because in that version you did get not like, you know, like side quests that you'd have to do, but like there were other areas you could go to and like you get rewards. Like you can get these like tickets like by accomplishing certain tasks to upgrade your club. Like you can upgrade your club naturally through playing it, just like in Super Rush. But like you get these tickets that that do a lot more, and like you can really build up your club. And there was like the what do they call the gates that you can go through, missions. Like there's so much extra bonus stuff you could do, And there's this like really cool part where it's like this mountain, and then there's this old man. It's like, I haven't seen anyone who can do this, complete this hole, and like I think it's like par 13 or something like that.
Yeah.
And like you have to try and complete it, and it's really really hard. Like just that kind of stuff. That's what's missing.
It's like lore, and I don't know. It's just Mario Party Golf. I mean Mario Golf Super Rush just gave me the impression of like it could have. Like, I think it could have been great had they had more time, but I just totally got the impression while I was playing that they were just rushed. Not to make it fun, but just that,
super rushed.
Whoever, Nintendo, or I don't know. I don't understand how any of it works, but was just like, we gotta get this game out by this date, because if we don't, here's the time you have to make the game, and that's the best they could do. Like, that's just the impression I got. Like, it could have been better, but it just felt rushed.
But what's crazy is that there was a 3-year gap between Mario Tennis and Mario Golf. 3 years.
What were they doing? Maybe just
like they had 3 years to develop that. Like, and they had the models from Mario Tennis. Like, come on. Like, how difficult could it have been?
I don't know. But it's how well did it sell? Do we know?
I haven't heard anything. Which
sure
probably means it
fine.
didn't sell. I mean, it probably means it didn't sell that great. Honestly,
I don't know. Maybe
if you're not hearing anything about it.
That's true. Or it sold great, and it's just like, well, it did great anyway, so this is just the direction we're going in, which feels like a lot of the case with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, Camelot was at their best during the N64 GameCube era. Like, playing Mario Golf and Mario Tennis on the GameCube, you cannot compare.
Yeah.
Have you
played Mario Power Tennis?
Yes, okay.
But I didn't play Toadstool Tour. The only other Mario Golf I've played is World Tour on 3DS.
That was really good.
Which is pretty good. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, Mario Tennis on the GameCube, Mario Power Tennis, that's what I want every single Mario sports game to be like.
Yeah.
Like, that is literally it. Where all the courses, you had Luigi's Mansion theme, a Mario Sunshine theme course, you had WarioWare, and Donkey Kong Country.
It should be a celebration of like the IP and like being go to those worlds and stuff. It shouldn't just be like, here's the same types of environments you've seen before.
Yeah, and they were on the right track with when they added New Donk City.
Then it just stopped.
They added 2 more courses, but they're generic. I think it's like generic desert and generic snow.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's like why not for Luigi's Mansion or Yoshi's Crafted World or Donkey Kong Country? Like,
yeah, because they don't need to, or they don't feel like they need to. They're just done. They're suck.
Which is awful. Like, Nintendo likes to capitalize on New Donk City, and that's about it.
Yeah, it's like you realize there's a bunch of really cool creative worlds in Odyssey. It's not just New Donk City.
Yeah, the Ruined Kingdom, whatever that was called, right?
Ruined Kingdom. Like, ruined, great idea, ruined execution. Well, I mean, the execution itself was great. There's just nothing to it.
Yeah.
And it's like, why did they do that? Same with Luigi's Mansion. Like, why did they make the floor with the shark and the ship just a boss battle when that was like one of the most interesting? Sure, it's also one of the most out there, landscapes. But if they're gonna do it, may as well like lean into it. Have us go in and explore that ship. Same with Ruined Kingdom. It's just like it's almost like they were so like not so scared about it that they only like, let's just make it just a boss fight. You know?
I would have just preferred them like just do like an abandoned ship. Like on that floor, like, oh my god,
so cool.
Like, just trying to imagine Luigi creeping around an abandoned ship.
Oh yeah, and then like, what if it's like actually underwater? Like he goes underwater, or it's like in the ship he has air, but it's like the ship is underwater. Then every once in a while you see the shark just go by in the window, and it's like a shadow, kind of like in. Do you remember in Paper Mario: The Origami King? If you got this far, where when you're on the cruise ship with the Bob-omb, there's like, ooh, you hear like and see like the shadow go by underwater, and it ends up being the blooper. Which is not that scary, but it feels scary, like in that moment. Like something like that could be so cool could have been so cool for that.
Yeah.
But just it's time, and I get it. It's just like if you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Which they did not do it with that floor in Luigi's Mansion, and with like the Ruined Kingdom, and with the Cloud Kingdom in Odyssey. I would say even, I mean it's a spoiler, so I won't say it. But the final kingdom you unlock, I would even say that felt a little bit like. Okay, the idea of this is super exciting and nostalgic, but why not make it actually look like it did back in the...
Okay, I know what you mean.
Like, I was like, why is it like a new version of it when the whole point of this is obviously to be celebrating that old version that started it all?
Yeah. Like, it's just like, it's
like, why is the castle up on a... That made no sense to me. I was like, great, cool, awesome, but this doesn't feel like it should.
Yeah. Let's see.
Hopefully people know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Brandon says, a big punch in the gut would be if they made another sports mix game. Oh, please don't. For the love of God, don't. Well, that's the last thing we need. Another Mario Sports Superstars or Mario Sports...
Yep, another game with a compilation of things, none of which are deep.
Yeah. all so shallow and with no real meat and potatoes to it.
That was a very 3DS-esque game.
Yeah.
And I get it.
Other than Mario Party Superstars, what other NDQ Mario Party games did you enjoy? Oh, that's a good question.
Did the NDQ do all of them after from 9 and
Literally on? Everything after 8, so 9 and onwards.
I kind of like 10.
I like 10 more than 9. I don't like the game, but I liked it more than 9.
Yeah.
I actually also kind of liked Island Tour.
Oh yeah, I had Island Tour.
On 3DS.
I like that one too.
I like that one. Like there were some boards that were absolutely stupid, but there were a couple boards where I'm like, okay, these are okay.
Yeah.
I really like the Bowser board in that game.
All I really remember was the space. So like the space.
Oh, I hated that board.
That's all I remember. But I remember liking the game overall.
And honestly, I actually also liked Mario Party Top 100. I know a lot of people crap on the game, and it is bad in a lot of instances, but it did bring 100 classic, amazing Mario Party minigames all into one collection. And I didn't mind the board game mode, even though it was one board and it was very small and not that exciting. I did kind of like the gameplay of it, which apparently is also similar to a mode in Star Rush, I think it was called.
Oh, bye, Nintendo Hero.
Nintendo Hero's gone?
Probably already gone. Sorry.
Oh, bye.
See ya.
But yeah, that's basically it. Top 100, Island Tour, and 10 a little bit.
Yeah. Makes sense. Basically all except, like, 9 and Super, and then wasn't there another 3DS one, or was that it?
There was Island Tour, Star Rush, Super Rush.
Super Star, there's, like, the word super or star is in so many titles.
Yeah, or both in Superstar's case.
Yep, Superstar.
Yeah, it was Island Tour, Superstar.
Star Rush.
Star Rush!
Star Rush, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's it.
And Top 100. Those were the 3 on the 3DS. And then there's 9, 10, and Super.
Did DS come before 8?
DS was Hudson Soft.
So technically DS was the like first game, Mario Party game I played, and then 8 and then on.
Oh, okay.
I love DS, but like you don't really count it. But
yeah,
I loved it.
Like I count DS as kind of a side one. Like DS is a good game. I think it's overrated though. Like a lot of people say, "Oh, DS is the best one." I'm like,
it's probably just
no,
because
it's
they have
not.
nostalgia for it. Like I do.
Yeah.
Like I haven't gone back and played it. It might not be that.
Like I get that.
The nostalgia is strong.
Yeah, nostalgia. Mario Party. Like there are some games like Mario Party DS and Smash Bros. Melee where nostalgia is just so strong on it, where people don't address its flaws. Like I get it. Like I'm very nostalgic for Luigi's Mansion 1, but I can address its flaws. The boot capturing mechanic sucks. Wish the game was a little bit longer. Like like stuff like that. But with Mario Party DS, I didn't like how they used items. Items were kind of blah, and just some of the, like I think, like I don't remember. I haven't played that game in years, but I think some of the mini games weren't that great either. But anyways,
yeah, I barely remember honestly.
Yeah, it's been so long.
Some people just remember games way better than I do.
Yeah, like I remember.
I'm just like, I gotta think. I don't know. Like, I don't really know.
Yeah. I'm honestly excited to introduce you to the classic Mario parties.
Yeah,
aka 1 through 7. Like we're gonna play through like all of them at some point.
That's cool.
Like, and I'm excited for that. I just have to get 3. I just have to find 3.
Gotta find 3.
Like it's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I played Wii Party U. I don't remember anything about it.
I
think it was okay. I don't really remember.
Is it similar? Because I think I played Wii Party back in the day. Are they similar?
I had Wii Party U. I think they're pretty similar.
Because if that's the case, then I think I played it once, and I kind of enjoyed it for what it was. I didn't like love it or hate it. Like I didn't love it enough to buy it and play it with friends, but I thought it was okay. I guess.
Yeah.
I remember it.
I think so too. I think that's probably about how I felt.
I think they made a really bad decision by not bringing more NDQ Mario Party mini-games to Superstars. I finally have a reason to shine, or opportunity to shine. I mean, I just think they wanted to go for more of the classic route. Like, they wanted this to feel like a classic Mario Party game. Yeah. So I get why they put more emphasis on the N64 and GameCube ones, specifically the N64. And if they do have an update or DLC, let's say there are 20 more minigames added, I think they should all be GameCube minigames. GameCube era minigames. 5 from each game. Because N64 got enough representation, and I don't think 8, 9, or 10, like, need more. Like, not deserves, but just don't need more. And no, this isn't even hating on NDQ, because 8 is Hudson Soft as well, but it's just like, GameCube ones are also considered the classics. 8 is, like, borderline, so it's like,
8's a bit weird. 8's the middle child.
Yeah, 8's definitely weird. I mean,
I love 8. I love 8 personally.
8's good. I think 8's good.
I like the hat guy. Balin,
and
Wonder
Big Top.
World.
Balin Wonder
They
World.
stole Balin from Mario Party 8. I swear they look the same.
I mean, they got the big hat, so.
Yeah.
But I mean, I like Mario Party 8. It had a lot of cool features to it. I just thought the mini games were pretty bland overall in that mini game.
Motion controls.
And the motion controls.
That has never really served Mario Party well.
I would say. Like if it supported controller controls, controller
button controls.
Thank you. Then I'd be cool, like a little more cool with it. But you know. What up, Zach Lavius? Any Harry Potter content on the horizon? I knew, because Chris and I, we went to a few places over our trip, and I actually got some stuff from the Harry Potter store, and I will be showing that off in the video that's coming out probably sometime this week. So there actually is some Harry Potter content for you. Well, like not much, but a little bit. And apparently I heard a rumor that Hogwarts Legacy is supposed to be getting some more updates soon. Maybe that's going to be a Game Awards thing. But yeah, there's some stuff. Nothing like overly major. But yeah. Okay, so probably go for another like 5 minutes or so, and then we're gonna log off.
Cool.
So that we can do other stuff.
Luigi's Mansion Carnival. Is that what that says?
Carnival.
Carnival. Ooh.
I don't know if I'm gonna be very particular about like if Luigi's Mansion 4 does a non-mansion setting. I'd be very particular of where they do it.
I would love for Luigi's Mansion 4 to have a subtitle like Luigi's Mansion Carnival and not be Luigi's Mansion 4.
I personally think they should go like the Donkey Kong Country route, where it'd be like Luigi's Mansion 4 Carnival.
Yeah, sure. That's fine. I just I'm okay with the next game, like, being smaller, I guess. If that's what I'm trying to say. Like, it doesn't need to be because like Luigi's Mansion 3 was already so big. It's like with Luigi's Mansion 4, it's like, oh man, it's a big new thing. Versus like if it was like Luigi's Mansion and the Haunted Ship or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like it's like, ooh, okay. They might be toning it back a little bit, and I want that. You know, like okay.
Like I want them to like. As long as the environment is one enclosed space where Luigi is trapped and he has to fight his way through the rooms full of ghosts. Like if they did like an abandoned ship or like a haunted cruise ship or a mansion, a
cruise ship would be so cool.
That I'd be cool with, because on a cruise ship you could still capture the essence of sneaking through the halls, you know, the creepy, you know, and like maybe you can get a little more like with the sounds of the creaking of the boat, you know, like. And like the waves hitting against it,
and like stuff swimming by.
Yeah, you can capture a solid atmosphere, you know, and still do all of that stuff. Yeah. But for me, a carnival can offer that, but I don't know, especially because with carnival there's a lot of rides. So like, would half the time Luigi be riding a roller coaster?
I know,
like,
it'd be cool if it was like an abandoned carnival though, you know, it's like nighttime or something. But like, I feel like they try to do too many like silly, funny things with like, oh, the ghost is wearing a clown outfit.
Yeah, the ghost is a clown, or there's a ghost on the Ferris wheel. Like I don't.
But you know, if they did it right, I would be so excited for that.
Yeah, if it was like legit, like an abandoned amusement park, and like say like the ghosts were on rides for like boss fights.
Yeah.
And you had to figure out how to either stop the machine or do that, but the rest of the time you were exploring the park, maybe going into like pavilions.
Imagine like a creepy like mirror maze.
Yeah, like a fun house.
Like a fun house.
Like that would be cool. Like you have to find your way through this maze. You can't see, like maybe you're being chased by a spirit and you have to make your way through a mirror maze.
I love it.
Like that kind of stuff would be so cool. There's ways they can make it work. And I'm not saying Luigi's Mansion should be like a scary experience, but it should be spooky. It should be, you know.
Be great, yeah. Just. Plus, seeing how like spooky and creepy they got with Metroid Dread, it's like, yeah. I mean, granted, it's a totally different audience. It's more mature gamers already, is what Metroid has always gone for. But like, they can do it. They can do it, you know. But at the same time, I get it because I was kind of scarred by the first Luigi's Mansion when I was a little kid, you know. So like, I get it.
Let's see. Any pickups from your recent UK trip? Oh god, I got back from the UK a while ago, but no, nothing from there. I think theme park is the best location for Luigi's Mansion since there could be a haunted mansion attraction, hence the name. Yeah, but at a carnival, a haunted house is only like one small piece of it. Like you can't. Okay, personally, like for me, like I like to want the whole carnival just for the potential of a haunted mansion thing. I would just say, well, why not just have the whole game be in a haunted mansion? Personally.
Yeah.
But yeah, but like I mean, like I said, I just want one enclosed environment where Luigi's trapped. He's got to save Mario, whatever, get out. Yeah. And I'd even say like let's say it was like a cruise ship, right? I would say forget saving Mario. I would say Luigi was sent out and he's got to escape this ship. So his objective is to find his way out of this ship.
That's what I like about the first game. It's not like, well, it's sort of that mystery of like Mario went into this mansion and he never came back. So it's like, what's going on, you know? But like you don't even learn about King Boo until later, right?
Yeah, when you talk to Madame Clairvoyant.
It's not like immediately like at the start of the game. It's like, oh, King Boo has done this evil thing and you need to stop him. Yeah. It's like no, suddenly like I'm in this place and something happened and you just kind of figure it out as you go. You know, that's the atmosphere.
Exactly. Like, and I remember Dark Moon was really horrible with his storytelling, where it's like, it was almost kind of the same thing, where Egad was like, oh, my ghosts have gone all awry, I need your help, Luigi, can you come and help me? You know, and you get that great start, you don't know what's going on, and throughout the story you learn that Mario got kidnapped in all of this mess. But, like, the reveal of Mario being kidnapped wasn't until, like, the last mansion, but, like, they dropped such obvious hints of this in the beginning. And they were like, huh, what is this? I don't know what this is. Like, acting as if you can't see it's clearly Mario. Yeah. Like, it's... Like, I think even one point you see, like, Mario's hat poking out from, like, the bag they're holding him in. And they're like, huh, I wonder what this is. This looks familiar. I'm like, are you freaking stupid? Yeah. Like...
That's true. I mean, as a younger kid when I was playing that, though, I was like, oh, that's Mario. I remember being like, oh my gosh, is Mario in this game? Do I get to save Mario? So it was exciting for me. But, like, yeah, if I was older, I'd be like... Okay, come on. Why are you like treating this like it's a secret?
Yeah.
So I get that.
Let's see. What would you think if they brought back Mario Party IQ, questions from the whole series? I think that'd be really, really cool. I don't think they could do it only because of the fact that like there are some people like when it was in Mario Party 3, it was like okay, this series has only got 3 games, but like now you have people that like like Chris, who played like 8, 9, and 10, so he would be disadvantaged if any of the questions were about 1 through 7. You know, and I would be at maybe actually a disadvantage against him if the questions were about 8, 9, or 10. Like, it would be harder to make that work. It would be cool to see it almost like how they did in Super Mario Party, where like in Super Mario Party, Birdo asked you questions and you can unlock things if you answer them correctly. That kind of thing would be cool, but for the minigame, maybe like general Mario knowledge would be cool.
Yeah.
But Mario Party specific knowledge, like, oh, what board is this game from? Could be advantageous for some people, but
yeah, by this point.
Okay, I think I'm gonna start to wrap the stream up. So, Chris, thanks for being on Chaturday with me. I think weren't you the one that came up with the idea of just doing a Chaturday together? And
yeah. I was just sitting at home. I was like, I was thinking through all the stuff we could record, and I was like, wait, I'm gonna be there Saturday. Like, what if I just like barge in on a Chaturday?
Yeah.
It'd be fun. Because we've done videos together in person, but we've never done a live stream together in person, and it was great.
Yeah, I think that was just really, really good. So I would like to thank everyone for watching this Chaturday. Hopefully I get to do more Chaturdays more often now that I'm trying to sort out a schedule. And for those of you curious, no, there's not going to be a Nintendo News Show episode tomorrow because
I'm holding you up.
Yeah, he's holding me up. He's blame him. But I'm also waiting on an intro, perhaps, for that as well, which we talked about, which should be really, really exciting.
Super exciting.
If it comes true, if it happens, if we can get that together quickly enough. So hopefully I get to do that next week. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching the stream. It was very fun to do. And any last words before we end?
Subscribe to ZakPak. Let's hit 4K.
4K. We're 70 subscribers away.
So close.
70 subscribers away. And since there's not many people here, Chris and I are planning a really cool 4,000 subscriber special. Oh, yeah. Something we're going to work on together and make it. And hopefully you guys will enjoy it when we release it. It might be a little bit after I hit 4K. Depends on how fast we get there. But yeah. So.
Yeah. Thank you all for having me on and accepting me, even though you're used to just being Zach. Thank you for accepting my often long-winded input.
Hey, you kidding me? I talk more than anyone else, so you're fine. So I thought I had something else I wanted to say, but it left my mind. So thank you guys so much for watching today's stream. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.
Bye-bye.
We're done.
That was fun.